By the order of Sheriff Gregory Tony and Fire Chief Joseph R. Fernandez, the Broward Sheriff's Office announces that today is the last duty day for Battalion Chief Michael Welbaum. After 30 years of dedicated service, Battalion Chief Michael Welbaum leaves us to begin his retirement. The Broward Sheriff's Office, as well as the citizens and visitors of Broward County, thank him for his 30 years of service and wish him a long and healthy retirement. Battalion Chief Welbaum will be at Station 81 today, where you may wish him well. All units resume normal radio operations. CSO Firecom clear at 800 hours.
Congratulations, Mike. Good luck. Congrats, Chief. Way to go, little fella. Way to go, Mikey. Mikey! Little fella.
Good morning. On behalf of Sheriff Gregory Tony and Fire Chief Joseph R. Fernandez, I'd like to welcome all of you here today as we celebrate the illustrious career of Battalion Chief Michael Welbaum. Please take a moment, silence your cell phones. If we can all stand and remain standing as the color guard escorts the chief in. Color guard commander, by your command.
All uniformed personnel, attention! Right, Major, by your command. On guard! Right! Quick! Left!
Thank you again for joining us today as we celebrate the retirement of Battalion Chief Michael Welbaum and his 30 years of dedicated service. Please sit down. Among us today are a few of Chief Welbaum's family and closest friends, including his wife, Diane, his children, April, Ashley, Dylan, Darby, and Riley, his mother, Joan, his brothers, Carl, and his sister, Carrie, and his Aunt Patty, if she was able to make it. We also thank Mike's extended family of brothers and sisters, both retired and working towards retirement, of the Broward Sheriff's Department of Fire Rescue and Emergency Services. I'd like to recognize a few distinguished guests, some present, others that couldn't be here but extend their wishes. Weston's City Manager, Donald Decker. Assistant City Managers, Darrell Thomas and Carl Thompson. Weston's Mayor, Daniel Sturmer. Commissioners Mary Molina McPhee, Margaret Brown, Thomas Coleman, and Byron Jaffe. Retired and current members of Local 4321. The 12th District Vice President, IAFF, Walter Dix. Thank you. Born to Joan and Earl Welbaum, Mike was raised in South Florida and was made the middle child of an older brother and younger sister. After high school, Chief Welbaum, then just Mike, was hired by a private ambulance service where he realized his true calling and life's passion. He joined the fire service in 1989, began his career with the Broward County Fire Department while completing his studies as a paramedic. Chief Welbaum was assigned to the very first ALS engine located at Fire Station number 51 under Broward County Fire Rescue, and then moved to Station 21 to open their second ALS engine. Finding his calling, Chief Welbaum excelled in his profession and constantly looked for new opportunities to help his community and challenge his skills. Over the years, Chief Welbaum has been a member of the Technical Rescue Team, the Air Rescue Team, the Bike Team, the Honor Guard, and both qualified at the Seaport and Airport Commands. It was in 1997 where Mike met his true love and partner in life, Diane. Together they share 5 children that they could not be more proud of. On a side note, listening to Mike's stories, I feel like I've gone through all of your life's challenges with you. Over Chief Welbaum's career, he has completed his Fire Officer program and obtained his Fire Officer 1 certificate. He attended the Miami-Dade School of Nursing, where he received his nursing license and was awarded the Henrietta Dahlk Scholarship for excellence in practical and theory in nursing. Mike furthered his education and received 2 Associates of Science degrees, 1 in nursing and 1 in emergency medical services. Clearly an overachiever. Chief Welbaum was held the rank of firefighter paramedic, a driver engineer, a lieutenant, a captain, and his final and last promoted rank of battalion chief. Over his career, Chief Welbaum has received numerous letters of appreciation, has been recognized as Employee of the Month on multiple occasions, and also as Paramedic of the Year for Central Broward. To Mike's mother, Joan, I want you to know how proud we are of Mike. He has truly made a difference in his years here, and we appreciate the opportunity to have him serve. To Mike's children, we're so thankful and fortunate you've shared him with us during these years of support, and appreciate the sacrifices that you have made on all those occasions where he could not be present because he had to serve. Your dad has truly made a big difference here. I'd like to call Michael Welbaum for his final inspection. Crew of A shift, attention. Chief Rudbeck, could you please present his badge?
That's the floor.
Mike, badge. May you have a long, happy, healthy retirement. I'm going to miss you. I'm sure you're still going to keep calling me. And I'll definitely miss you.
Chief Davis, would you mind presenting the helmet, please? Chief Holness, presentation of the flag.
Chief Welbaum, on behalf of Sheriff Gregory Tony and Fire Chief Joseph R. Fernandez, and as important, the men and women of the Broward Sheriff's Office Fire Rescue, want to present you with this flag that represents your commitment to honor, service, and sacrifice. It's flown over the city of Weston and especially at Station 55. presented to you this day. Thank you, sir.
Chief Welbaum, I understand there's a presentation from your crew.
On behalf of Battalion 55, we present him with a American flag, red stripe gun safe, which I'm sure he'll get much use out of. He's been a tremendous leader, a good friend, a mentor, and most importantly, family. We love you, and happy to help you.
The City Manager of Weston, Mr. Donald Decker.
Thank you, Chief. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a real honor for me to be here today. I've been your city manager exactly 2 months, so my breadth of experience in the job is just beginning, but I know my predecessor, John Flint, whom I worked with for nearly 20 years, I'm sure it goes without saying to some of the men and women in the room that know him, but I think the fire service was perhaps his favorite activity being involved in as the city manager, and I think one of his greatest regrets in retirement is that he's not here for a ceremony like this today. I'm sure he extends his well wishes, as do I. But my experience in Weston is that of a longtime resident. I've been here for over 20 years. My children are born and raised here, and as a resident, I appreciate the work of the fire service here in Weston more than anything else. As the Parks Director, we worked with your department time and time again on activities, and I don't know that I've ever met a more professional or dedicated group of people in my years, and I'm sure that is due to good leadership with folks such as Chief Welbaum. So congratulate you on behalf of the 67,000 residents here in Weston for a career well served. Hope you enjoy your retirement. And to the family, I would just share and echo the words that Chief Drazen made about sacrifice. My own children didn't have to deal with a firefighter, but they did deal with a parent who was away much more than he was present because of my job, and the activities and the games and the school activities that were missed as a result of his position, I know probably broke his heart more than you'll ever know. As a dad, I can share that I know that to be the case. But to you especially, thank you for your service to our community by being the family often left behind. I know how much that means. It's important to me as well, and I think you all should be honored as well. But again, Chief, thank you. On behalf of the city, I want to just share a special gift, hoping you'll make some good use of this. And we do appreciate your years here. Enjoy the next stage of life.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And the moment you've all been waiting, the man of the hour himself, Chief Welbaum.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming out. You don't know what it means to me to see all you guys, most of the guys that I worked with for years, the guys I've worked with, everybody for years. I just want to take a moment to thank the command staff, the Black Pearl, the Honor Guard, City of Weston, for all they do. I want to especially thank my wife, Diane, for always supporting me and taking care of the kids while I was on shift or working a second job. I'd like to thank April, Ashley, Dylan, Darby, Riley for their love and support. I also want to recognize my father and mother for their support and guidance. My father passed away in 2016 and was my role model and my best friend. I would like to thank all the members I've worked with over the last 30 years for teaching and guiding me throughout my career. Thank you all. Be safe. It was a joy working with you. Love you all. Thank you very much.
Mike, I'm honored to share this day with you. Thank you for all of your service that you've provided, all the leadership, all the guidance. Over your career, you've been a partner, a friend, a leader, a mentor, an advisor. And this department, this agency, and this city is stronger because of it. Thank you for everything that you've done.
Thank you.
This concludes our ceremony. Color Guard, by your command.
All uniformed personnel, attention!
Again, I want to thank everybody for coming. There are refreshments.